What's going on, guys? Stand by, I'm gonna fill up the tank real quick. And we're back. What's going on? So it's obviously been a few days. Main reason for that is life. Courtney's morning sickness coming in strong. Most of last week, it was a struggle first thing in the morning. It was making sure she was all set, making sure my daughter was all good to go before I could even get out the door and go to work. Trying to figure out what works as far as like the ginger stuff, medications, you know, all that. The nice thing is with our daughter, when Courtney was pregnant, we went through a bunch of this stuff already, so we had kind of an idea of what would work. It was just a few days of like trying to figure out, okay, is it still the same way? You know, does this still not work? Does this still work? You know, we are pretty well back on track with that now. But then it was kicking everything into high gear because we had friends that were coming in to stay with us for like a week. You know who you are. So we're super excited for that, but it was just making sure that everything was, you know, we had the groceries that we needed. We needed to make sure that we had, you know, the rooms set up for them and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a bit of a hectic last couple weeks. So I went ahead and put this on the back burner instead of making it a priority, because frankly, it's not. I'm doing it for myself. So it's if there are a bunch of things that need to happen, this is probably the first thing that's going to be on the chopping block, at least for now. So we'll see. You know, it may become more prominent or higher up in the pecking order, but as of right now, that's where it stands. So all of that being said, we're back. It was super interesting this morning. My reading, one sec. We are good to go. So I may have to do some touch up on the sound for this one, because I think the last video that I posted in this truck, it was pretty loud. We shall see. Anyway, so I got up this morning, didn't go to the gym this morning, but I got up early and did a little bit of Bible study before getting the day going, really, because that seems to be a nice way to start the day. So the passage that my devotion was about this morning was Mark chapter 2. I think it was Mark chapter 2, verse 17, where he's talking about how the church is like a hospital. He didn't come to heal all of the people that don't need healing. He came to heal the sick. I absolutely love that passage. Went ahead and pulled out my other Bible this morning as well, the one that I had like growing up in youth group and that I had for, as long as I can remember. And I wanted to know, there was a passage that my friends that are currently in town visiting, they were leading the youth group one night, and one of them was preaching a sermon. They had a sticky note that had the name of a passage on it, and handed that out to several different people that were there that night. And this was, it had to be 2013, maybe 2013, 2014. So 11, 12 years ago. I wanted to remember what that passage was because they were here, and I remembered that moment. And I love people, and I love when you can harken back to a time in your past that seems so much easier looking back now, but at the time was probably just, everything felt like just as much of a big deal as everything does today. But it was Romans 3:23, and it was the classic, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. And it was interesting because I was thinking about it, and it's kind of what prompted me to go ahead and just do another video today. Because it's like, you know, obviously it's not the exact same spirit of the verse, but we all mess up. Like we all fail. We all suck sometimes. For example, my goal through this whole thing was to do, a minimum of 4 videos a week, hopefully 5. Get back into the gym every day that I'm doing that, and record my progress. And the interesting thing about it is, yes, that was my goal starting out, but in the process of trying to make that happen, in the process of trying to push myself to make that happen, it's allowing me to really nail down what's important. So like, obviously this is not the most important thing. My relationship with my family, my relationship with my daughter, my wife, my amazing wife, my relationship with Christ above everything else is the most important thing. And so it's been interesting that in my attempt to put something in place to help me fix me and help me do better for me and all this kind of thing, do better for my family, it seems like God's like, so this thing that you're trying to do, let me just show you how you should be doing it. And I'm trying to just lean into that. And it's not easy because it's not the norm. It's not what other people are doing. It's kind of weird. It feels kind of awkward. But it's good. And I like that. Anyway, so I just wanted to get on here and touch base with you guys and let you know that I love you. I've got a lot going on right now, and these videos are not going to be stopping anytime soon. So there were a couple other things as well that sort of stood in the way of me being able to do this as well as I wanted to. And I mean, this is not an excuse. Like, I could have been releasing videos this whole time if I had made it a priority. But there were a couple things that were, I like to, for those of you who, for those of you that know about recording video or recording audio or things like that, you know that when you're just doing it around with your friends or anything like that, or taking videos of your family or recording, singing happy birthday or something like that, it's not a big deal to just film in whatever. But in everything I do, I like to do it as well as I can. So it's been slightly killing me that I have the tools to create something really good as far as, color grading and uniformity among videos and things like that goes. But I've not been able to because I don't have the storage space on my phone, and I didn't really have a way to easily and portably store footage in the way that I wanted to. So I wanted to record in Apple ProRes so that I can get on and color grade it and make sure things are uniform and accurate. Just because I guess I'm a nerd, I don't know. But my mom, for my birthday, she got me a little SSD that I can plug into the bottom that also has extra ports, so I can plug the microphone receiver into there as well. So I have that whole terabyte that I can record to, as well as getting clean audio to it as well. So I can record ProRes and have it repeatable, and then it's just plug it directly into the computer or edit it from the phone, depending on what I want to do that day. So that got rid of that little hurdle as well. So it was very good. I'm very excited. So more to come. Love you guys. And I will see you next time.